Hello students, today we are going to start chapter 17. This is India Wins Freedom. The Indian struggle for independence can be divided into three phases. These are: the first phase was the moderate phase, that is from 1885 to 1905. And the second phase was the extremist phase, that is 1905 to 1919. And the third and the last phase was the Gandhian era, that was 1919 to 1947. And 1947 only we got the freedom. So we will discuss about the three eras. That in moderate phase, the Indian National Congress was moderate both in its demands and programs. The leaders of this period had great faith in the British. They believed in petitions and resolutions to achieve their objectives. And some of the moderate leaders were here in the book. Pictures were given, that is Nadabhai Naroji, Firoz Shah Mehta, Gopal Krishna Gokhale, and Chandra Banerjee. These were the moderate leaders. And however, several other leaders were not in favor of such a soft approach, and they felt that they would gain nothing by following such an approach. So they preferred a stronger and more effective opposition to the British. And they wanted Swaraj or self rule for the Indians, and they were called the radicals or extremists. And some of the important leaders of this group were Bal Gangadhar Tilak, Bipin Chandra Pal, and Lala Lajpat Rai. And Bal Gangadhar Tilak declared, "Freedom is my birthright and I shall have it." He started a newspaper called Kesari, in which he spoke out against the British. The British were worried about the growing feeling of nationalism among the Indians. In 1905, the British decided to partition Bengal. One part had to get a large Hindu population, while the other part had to get a Muslim majority. And people strongly opposed the partition. The Congress launched the Swadeshi movement and the boycott movement. And as a result, the British were forced to reunite Bengal in 1911. So, now what is Swadeshi and boycott? The movement aimed to popularize the use of goods made in India. People were asked to boycott all foreign goods. Means they told that we should use only our goods, our Indian goods, not the foreign goods. And they made huge bonfires of foreign made goods. Bonfires means they burnt all the foreign made goods. And a large number of women and students joined the movement. But the British tried to suppress the movement. This was Swadeshi and boycott. Now next is the revolutionaries. Some young people in Bengal, Punjab and Maharashtra felt that the moderates and the radicals had not achieved enough and that they could not get freedom through their tactics. And these revolutionaries believed that the British could be driven out of India only through violence. Means previously the leaders were thinking about the soft approach, but these revolutionaries, they told that we will not get freedom through this tactics, so we uh, we can drive out of India by the British through violence only. So they were willing to sacrifice their lives for the country. That Ajit Singh, Aurobindo Ghosh, Khudiram Bose, and Veer Savarkar were the early revolutionaries, and some of them were later arrested and hanged. And then next era was the Gandhiji leads the nation. Gandhian era. That is, Gandhiji returned to India from South Africa in 1915. He wanted to learn more about India and its people. Gandhiji was pained to find that the people in India were divided on the basis of caste, religion, gender, and color. He realized that India would never be able to gain freedom unless and until men, women, and children, upper and lower castes, Hindus and Muslims, united to fight against the British. Means all people should fight against the people. Yeah, sorry, British. Since the bulk of the Indian population consisted of peasants and workers, Gandhiji took up issues that concerned them directly. When workers from the indigo plantations of Champaran in Bihar complained against oppression, Gandhiji supported them and helped them in their demands. Similarly, he supported the Ahmedabad mill workers' strike for 35% increase in wages, and Gandhiji was shocked at the treatment met out to the lower caste and the untouchables. He renamed the untouchables at Harijans. That was named by Gandhiji only. In South Africa, Gandhiji had developed the technique of satyagraha based on truth and non-violence. Satyagraha became his most important weapon against the British, and Gandhiji held the view that a true satyagrahi was always fearless and truthful. So the main thing what Gandhiji started, that was satyagraha, which was always fearless and truthful. So that this was the Gandhian era. So today up to here only. In the next class we will read about other movement. Okay, till then you will read the chapter up to here and read other subtopics also, and in the next class I will complete this chapter. Thank you.